Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again. Welcome to another Scarlett Johansson movie month. And this is a film she did in 2004 with her Avengers co star, Chris Evans. And this is what they did 10 years before the Avengers. And it is the perfect score. Yeah, this Chris Evans right there. There's Scarlett Jo right here. Looks absolutely lovely in this movie. And you got a nice supporting cast. You got Erica Christensen. You have Darius Miles, who's a basketball player. You have Leonard Nam, who's the Asian guy who steals the show. I love this guy. He's hilarious in the movie. And you got Brian Greenberg, who I haven't heard from in a while, but it's a really good cast. And this film, I don't think it deserved a bomb. It came out in 2004. It didn't have much promotion. I never saw a trailer for it. And the premise was like, oh yeah, it's a bunch of people, a bunch of young teens, young people, basically breaking into a high school and stealing the answers for the SAT exam that the high school students take before they go off to college. And it's an interesting premise, and it works. I mean, I think the acting is really good. Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson, this is their first movie together in Hollywood, and that was not an independent movie and not a superhero film, and they have really good chemistry. I mean, they have a lot of scenes together. I mean, every time I see Scarlett in the movie, I'm like, good God, I just want to just do things to you, and good things to her, not things that would be painful, but just she's absolutely gorgeous. Like every time she's in these movies, whether she's a teenager or in her 20s or in her 30s now, she's just a gorgeous woman. Like her face lights up a room every time she's in it, even if the movie sucks. And believe me, I've seen some of her stinkers, but this is not one of them. I actually enjoyed this film. I think it's underrated. It didn't deserve to bomb. I prefer this over The Breakfast Club. I know The Breakfast Club is a good movie, but the ending sucks and it's very rushed, and I think it's an overrated film. It's good, but it's not the best film of all time. I like the cast better here, because Emilio Estevez, we haven't seen him in a movie in years anyway, but that's another story for another time. Uh, they have good rapport with each other. They bicker with each other about, oh, we should steal it, we shouldn't. The heist itself, it's not, they're stealing money. They're not anti-heroes trying to steal money or rob a bank or anything like that. They're breaking into a high school. And I've seen that before, but here I like it, and it makes me laugh. The Asian guy, Leonardo Nam, he's just over the top. He plays video games. His favorite character from Street Fighter 2 is Blanca, the green creature with red hair that has electricity. I enjoy the premise. The film looks really good. It's directed by Brian Robbins. He did a good job directing, and it's fun for what it is. I think this is one of Scarlett Johansson's underrated films that she did in the mid 2000s. You know, it's a different character for her. It's basically, this was her introduction before she did Black Widow, because she has red hair, and there's a scene where she wears a cat suit, like in like a skin tight latex suit, like Trinity in the Matrix. Wink, wink, like her Black Widow outfit, and she's front and center. Well, once they introduce her in the film, they're like, you're in love. You look at that face, and I'm like, good God, you are beautiful. When you were made, your parents looked at you and were like, wow, this is a beautiful living female creature. And you don't ever have to change Scarlett Johansson. You're beautiful. You don't need Botox. You don't need surgery. You're fine the way you are. And this film is living proof of it. It says The Breakfast Club meets Ocean's 11, yeah, because there's a bunch of high school kids, even though they really should have been college students, because Chris Evans and Scarlett Jo did not look like high school kids back in 2004. They looked like early college students. Just saying, but it's a fun movie, and I think it deserves your time. If you haven't seen this movie, I bought this at a blind buy in Blockbuster before they closed down. I bought it. It was in the bargain bin for like $5, and I'm like, I want to see this movie. I like the cast, and this is before I was obsessed with the MCU, and the premise, intrigued me. I like some of the adult actors, and then you have Vanessa. I think Vanessa Angel is in a small part, and you have this Canadian actress. What's her name? Linda Boyd. I think she's a good actress from Canada. And it's a fun movie. If you haven't seen it and you want to see Chris Evans before he was Captain America and before Scarlett Jo was Black Widow, watch this movie. It's fun. You see the rapport between them that you would see in Winter Soldier and the Avengers and Avengers 2 and Civil War. It's all there. And I thank the movie for that. And I saw this before the first Avengers came out. It's got some features on it. It has a commentary by the director and the screenplay writer, Mark Swan, making a featurette and a trailer. So not much, but still something. And this film didn't deserve the flop. This should have been a hit, not freaking Now You See Me. Screw that movie. And Jesse Eisenberg's dumbass in that movie. I don't hate him, but that movie was a hit, and I don't know why. Yet this was a flop. This deserved to make money compared to Now You See Me or Now You See Me 2. Anyway, I like The Perfect Score. I think it's a decent film. I like the cast. They have a good rapport with each other. It's 6 people. It's not like a cast of 50 people. And it's a more low key film. That's kind of why it didn't do well. But it didn't deserve the bashing it got, and it should have been a hit. It should have been at least a decent sleeper hit, and it wasn't, and that sucks. But anyway, it's fun for what it is. And if you want to see the cast of some cast members from the MCU earlier in their careers, there you go. And it was a sign of things to come, and it's great because of that. And it's a film that kind of got overlooked in my book. Anyway, thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, guys. I know I'm trying to rush through this because I got other things to do, but I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. I just needed to take a time off. It's daylight savings time is over now, and it's 2 o'clock around there, but that's because we pushed the clock back. It's supposed to be 3. But anyway, enough of me rambling. Take care. See you in the next review.